So after you've selected the best grass types for your yard, obviously where you're located at is going to depend a lot. This is what my yard gets every day, is dogs fighting, running around, tearing it up as best they can, and this thing, it just holds up to it. But the reason it holds up to it is because we follow the basic maintenance principles, and that's really the key around here. A lot of people are like, oh, if I had that irrigation system, no, really, you got to cut your grass tall. And I say tall's relative. I mean, once you get used to it being a taller grass and you see the thickness and the niceness of it, it's not really that tall anymore. You can tell tall versus, tall and thick. And the professors, I sat through a couple of workshops with the professors, and I just happen to remember things that are important to me. And the height I was supposed to be mowing my lawns at was pretty important to me at the time. I wanted to make sure I was doing the right thing for my customers. So what I ended up doing was I sat through all these workshops, and in these workshops, the University of Missouri had a couple professors, Dr. Lee Miller, was it Rosenberg? Gosh, I'm getting old now, and I think he's actually retired. But anyways, they came down to Springfield and put on a couple workshops over the course of about 3 years. I think I attended 2 of the workshops. And basically they said that they're recommending these fescue grasses be cut between 3.5 to 4.5 inches tall. And I found that is literally the key to having a decent looking yard. Number one, most important thing you can do, obviously you got to pick a good grass seed and put it in the yard. If there's no grass there to begin with, you're not going to make your weeds look nice by letting them grow taller. But if you sow the seed and you let the grass grow to about 3.5 to 4.5 inches, and you keep it consistently at that height for a matter of about a year or two, you're going to notice tenfold the difference. You'll be able to see where your nice grass is and see where your weeds are. Kind of like when you look at my grass, you can see the clumps. That's the fescue clumps, is what that is. And what happened was we burned out all the bluegrass when we were trying to kill out the Bermuda grass. The bluegrass wasn't meant to go, but the Bermuda control treatments with Pylex is a newer treatment. It's only been out for about 7 or 8 years now, and we've been doing it since the first year it came out, and we've learned a lot. And my yard is one of the places where we try to take, to learn as much as we can. And unfortunately, I don't think it had anything to do with the learning process. It just happened to be that because of the summer weather that year particularly, it didn't like the timing of our treatments, and any bluegrass pretty much got wiped out. I even had some customers upset about that. Sorry, Andrew. But the truth is that's a pretty experimental new treatment program, and when it does work, it works amazing, as you can tell, by the lack of Bermuda in my yard.